It's the mind behind the curtain with your hosts, Alex and Jose.
What up, y'all?
How you all doing? Get ready, because we're going to talk about the yin and the yang.
The bad, the good.
Everything universal, the positive and the negative.
The evil.
And the good, the wrong.
The unknown.
And that's right. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
And it's up to you, the listeners and the audience, to believe
What's up?
or not.
That's right.
What's up?
Here
What's
we
up?
go. Here we go. That's right, baby. Let's start this show by saying that we're very happy that you guys are here watching us again. Thank you for your support.
Yeah,
We
subscribing and giving our likes. Thumbs
yeah,
up.
that's right. And if you can't subscribe, because you don't have a YouTube account, right?
Yeah.
Just sign up with your Gmail account or Hotmail account, or
Yeah,
create
yeah.
an account so you can subscribe to us, man. Keep us in the air.
And we'll be on different platforms pretty soon.
That's right, baby. All right, man. Well, let's get right into it, brother.
Technology and man's demise.
That's the title of our episode today.
Yeah. Now, I'm not talking about all technology is going to be the demise of man.
Yeah.
But I believe a lot of it is coming to permission.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Everything that we've seen in movies, let's like Terminator, for instance.
Terminator,
right?
yeah.
There's a lot of
iRobot.
Yeah, exactly. Those things are actually really starting to happen.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Definitely, a lot of technology is manifesting into a higher intelligence, and that's I guess that would be the demise of the human race. That if for some reason the AI that we create, right, start turning on us.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, think of it like this, okay? God made man in his own, humans in his own image,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So now humans are making machines in their own image.
Right.
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 AI, for instance, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, you definitely have, all this new technology that is coming forward with robotics and all that, and they have like they even named that female robot a citizen.
Exactly.
Right? Of
was citizenship.
It citizenship? Yeah, she got citizenship, right?
Yeah.
So it's almost like we are humanizing these AIs because we want them to be more like human and act and behave like humans, right? What's one example of?
But
of
also
what?
be careful what you wish for in life.
Right, because they can turn on us at the end. I mean, right now it seems like it's very controlled, right? You mentioned there is robotic sex dolls. There is robot dogs. There is robots that they're gonna put into the army, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Let's take them. Let's take them through.
Okay, let's go to the sex doll.
Okay,
Harmony, for instance.
Let's go check out Harmony.
There she is.
Now, Harmony looks pretty hot. I gotta admit that. She's looking that. Damn.
Yeah.
Woo! I wouldn't mind having her over for dinner. You know what I mean?
I don't think you'd be having dinner.
No. Well.
Maybe dessert.
Yeah, I like to dine them and wine them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
A robot.
But
see what's happening?
Yeah, but you see that already my mind is changing, and we're gonna get into that on how how your psyche is being, or people's psyche is being transformed, reconditioned in order for us to be symbiotic or be more relatable to this AI that is coming up, right?
To allow it to be implemented into our world and our time and in the now, right?
Yeah, I think we should explain, where the idea of sex dolls came from, right? Like, what I heard was that there was these sailors out in the oceans, and
Japan.
It was Japanese. It was like the first time that I ever heard about the sex dolls was a Japanese story about these Japanese sailors being out to sea for like months and months, right? Sometimes years. And so in order for them not to have sex with each other, because mostly we're men, and 99% of them were men.
Or cause a crime with rape.
Oh, exactly. So they decided to bring in these sex dolls into the ships in order for them to be sexually satisfied. Yeah. Right? Obviously, that happened many years ago. Now technology has advanced. Obviously, now they're taking more...
an AI feel to them.
Yeah, now they're taking more like elaborate and more highly intelligent sex dolls.
You're drooling over
I'm checking out the poster in the back. I don't know if that's real or a photo.
really.
Like, look at this. Look at this.
That's actually real.
Look at that guy diving right into the titties, man. That's like.
That's actually real there.
I know, man. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
And then obviously, well, you know, like these sex dolls are not cheap, right?
$50,000.
$50,000 for a robotic. Yeah. Should we play a little bit? See
let's play. Let the audience understand what's going on.
So obviously, these robots, they're gonna be controlled by an app, right?
Yes.
Which is gonna lead into something that we were talking about, discussing about how some of these robots may be hacked, and that could be the demise.
If they do get hacked,
right,
by whoever,
right,
they might cause a lot of harm to individuals that actually bought these sex dolls.
Of course,
right?
yeah, there could be an evil hacker out there, and when you need to update their software, that person could hack it and send in a new signal where it makes them killers.
Exactly.
Next thing you know, you wake up and
or they want to save the slavery of the sex dolls.
All right, let's see.
Have like every little
right.
Go into just the legs.
Let's see
the thigh side.
See if we can hear her talk.
Mr. Potato Head.
Let's see. There we go.
Oh, you see her eyes?
There we go. Look at that.
Everything was working.
Well, that's trippy, man. Look at that other sex doll over there, too.
Yeah.
They have the connections.
Many of them.
Hello? She's moving.
Let's see, maybe I can get her.
Is that the chewing gum feature?
Let's see. So already, look. How can that be the demise of humans, man? When
I'm not saying
you can't even control it, bro, right?
Well,
I mean, you're having issues. I mean, maybe this is just the beginning. And we are just in the beginning phases of all this technology, man.
Oh, there she's talking.
You are the greatest one that has ever happened to me.
I think he's gonna turn up the volume here.
Yeah, he said something wrong.
Oh, there you go. He forgot to plug it in.
No, he kept on plugging it in, but.
What are you up to today?
I'm not sure. I know that today is 7 Friday, 2017. It's 11:45.
So this is 2017.
All
We're in
right.
2020.
All right, 2020. So that sex doll probably got an upgrade.
Totally.
And I mean, personally, I wouldn't get turned on with that kind of voice, man.
No.
Like, would you like some dinner
No.
before we go
Very
to bed?
robotic.
Like, yeah, it would not be like, oh, damn.
Yeah,
so
stagnant.
obviously they would have to make it more realistic. They would, and I'm pretty sure now,
they're advanced more now.
Now, 3 years later, right? All right, man. So yeah, that looked pretty real to me, man. Like, look at the texture, look at the face, the voice is there. Damn, man. I mean, yeah, psychologically.
It would mess with people's minds.
I mean, there's movies also where they showed that there was that movie with Joaquin Phoenix where he fell in love with a version of Siri, right? He fell in love with the phone.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I would say, man, if you want to fall in love with an AI,
but they're already doing that.
Yeah.
Not AI, but sex dolls without even technology like AI scenario behind the sex doll.
Men actually begin to fall in love with them.
They married them.
Damn!
Go and look into Japan.
Yeah, and they actually
and sex dolls being married, and you'll trip out.
Yeah. Okay. No, I believe you. I take your word for it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, let's move on to the next thing, man.
Okay. Well, let's go into what Boston Dynamics is doing. A US based company.
All right. Well, this is the dogs that you were talking about that they were planning on using through the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
To enforce physical distancing among the populace, especially people that are walking through the parks or out in the public. They'll have these dogs that are actually going to enforce physical distancing.
Yeah. Now think of it on a conspiracy level. Okay. Now all of a sudden we have Starlink connected. Okay. Mm-hmm. And all these satellites. Imagine that's one of the reasons why they're doing it, because they're going to integrate all these machines. I call them machines still, right?
Yeah.
Or robots, and they're going to have them to actually be the new surveillance. And why? Maybe the whole police thing that's happening right now. Dismantle the police, defund the police, blah blah blah.
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it manifesting that way. Like, saying that, okay, we no longer need policing and surveillancing or
certain
humans
amount.
doing the surveillance themselves,
Yeah.
being out on the streets
Because we're gonna have those. We're gonna have drones.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All that stuff.
I believe that in maybe in about 100 years or so, would you say?
No.
Like these things would actually be out on the street, walking our streets. Like, I mean, I can't picture them be walking like down Robson.
Oh, right.
Like in about maybe 10 years.
Go to Japan again.
And in Japan, they have them already?
And they have police robots on the street.
Well, that's the thing. Japan is always like about 50
and they're
50
always
years
ahead of
us,
technology.
man.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, let me see if I can go up there.
Police robots. Just pop that in and see what happens.
All right, let's check it out.
There they are.
So, police robots in Japan.
No, it's these ones right there.
Oh, these guys?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I clicked on the thing there. Okay, that's a commercial. We
Get
want
rid
to
of
play
that.
it. Well, that's the thing, right? Like,
Cheers.
we don't want that yet. We don't want to play that commercial.
Oh, there it is.
But that's a military one.
Oh,
right?
that's the military one we're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
All right.
And that's
so-
pretty close to another upgrade from the actual one they're using in Singapore because it's military upgrade, and it's going to have guns connected to them. Now
So
this is the police.
So these are like this egg-looking
Oh,
things.
put off the-
are police.
turn on the sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's turn on the sound.
It's a research center. Nightscope, the company behind the robots, plans to rent them out for less than minimum wage. I went to speak with co-founder of the company, Stacy Stevens, to find out more.
How would these robotic mall guards actually protect people in the mall? Because I'm thinking I'm some punk kid, and I'm going to respect a human way more than I'm going to respect a robot.
Well, think of it like a marked patrol car on the side of the street. These are not there to intervene with anything being done. They're there actually to provide a commanding presence, to actually have something there similar to the patrol car on the side of the street. Everybody sees that and they immediately say, okay, I need to behave. So it's not about having a human...
Okay, so one thing that they mentioned in there is that you can rent them for under minimum wage. So not only are they getting rid of these human security guards, but they're also paying less for these things to be patrolling the malls or whatever.
Exactly.
And he made she made a good point. Like, how are the kids gonna take these serious, especially when they look like eggs walking at you and telling you, please do not spill your drink. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell, man? I'm gonna just laugh. And if I'm a kid that likes to cause like
until they come out and then shock
vandalism
your ass.
and shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? They need to like implement something like where the kid maybe if he tries to vandalize this
Then
guard,
he gets hit
takes a picture and says, "We've taken a picture," and blasted it on social media, or something.
Or else, if it's an adult and they get shocked with something.
Yeah,
electric shock of some sort.
Yeah, like how they in India the police and the military were like hitting the people with the sticks. Yeah, man.
I think those are a lot better than those police.
All right, man. Yeah, well, you know what? I say, my opinion, I say go for it. Test it out. See how it works, man. I mean, like, the less people we put in danger, the better, right? So if you have less police out there that because sometimes having a police presence may cause for the argument to increase, right? And we've seen aggression. We've seen it. Humans have this natural aggression, right? Yeah. That may occur during somebody getting just pulled over, right? Yeah. And obviously we've seen videos of how these police basically use their power and their ego to impugn or to make you feel less than a human being, right?
Yeah.
So
the reptilian brain will activate.
Yeah. So I think these robots, man, I think they might not do that, right? They might come off, more passive, friendly, until they have to make a human decision.
But that too. But also we have to. Somehow accept them in society.
Yeah.
We can't laugh at them. We'll have to take them serious. You know, at some point,
I can't picture
at some
some
point in
looking
time.
robot coming at me and be like, "You got a parking ticket."
But
it's
this is 2015.
yeah. Now
Okay.
obviously it's more advanced.
I think, they were probably more advanced. But okay, let's go to in Russia and the US what they have going on.
Let's go check it out. This one.
This one's from Russia.
Okay,
Yeah.
This one's Russian, and then
Yeah.
you want to go to USA and Russia. So USA and Russia is this one.
This is federal. Oh, okay.
This is the one. U.S. and Russian military robot development could be
Yeah.
a next gen army.
Yeah.
Or next generation army. Yeah. So they have obviously they have these super
looking
robot
tanks.
Yeah. But what I'm intrigued by is these bulldog looking.
These things are crazy.
They're massive too, right?
Yeah, they're huge.
I mean, and they could be weaponized. I mean, they can put something like this on top of them, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, because they are strong. Those things are strong.
Right. I mean, and they could be deployed anywhere and any terrain. I mean, I've seen them in videos, and they can go up mountains. They can climb through rocks and go in the water.
Yeah.
Right. And now that can be used for military purposes, right?
There's a good picture of it.
That's a great one. That's a great one. That's massive, man. Look at that.
It's huge.
It's huge. And that thing charging at you, it doesn't even have to have rockets or guns on it. Just
they knock you
plow
down like a bull.
Yeah, exactly. Just put horns on it, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, why stop at there? Why stop at there, man?
Yeah.
Put some horns or something.
I'm glad they stopped it there. Why do you just don't stop it there? Okay, let's.
Well, I'm not all for war.
Right.
Man. But I could see that in a video game and then being entertained by it.
Yep.
In real life, I mean, it's no different than these guys walking around with guns. You know what I mean? What do you think?
Once again, hacking.
Okay.
If they can hack a drone, they could probably hack something like that.
Right. And then or in a sci-fi a world or realm, they could start developing a conscience.
Yeah, totally.
And like you said, maybe one of these will liberate all the robots.
Well,
right?
yeah. I mean, look at iRobot.
Yeah.
Black Mirror,
Yeah.
they had these. I was like, oh, they're not gonna have those ever. And then 2 years later, boom.
They started coming out.
You know,
it's pretty crazy, man. I mean, like,
Like, look at those things.
if they're
To the electronic warfare planning and management tool, the multifunction electronic warfare (MFEW) capability and the defensive electronic attack capability.
That's what it's going to be called, electronic
Fuse
war.
system.
So and you know what? Again, if you're putting human lives, if you pull human
Less at risk.
less at risk, or if you pull them out and then just have robots fighting each other, you know, hey man, I'm all for it, man.
I'm
Go
down
for
with
it.
that, but
as
they're
long as they
still-
don't hurt any civilians or
But they
anything
will,
like that.
because they're still going to hit buildings. They're going to still hit.
Because if you think about the concept of war, man, it's so primitive, man, to send out thousands and thousands of lives to defend a cause or an idea, bro.
But on
You
a
know?
conspiracy level, there's a
Yeah.
theory because of what they do that
based
for, right?
based on territorial supremacy,
Population control.
or they want to get rid of some terrorists
Yeah.
that are fighting the bank system or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, or they want some equality in their countries, right?
Yeah.
But that's, I mean, yeah, man. I mean, they look pretty crazy, man. And again, like, if these things manifest into reality, you know,
they already reality.
well, they actually are. What do I say? Like, yeah, and if they are actually using them out there already, which we might not know.
We won't know.
We won't know.
They won't advertise that. CNN be like, no, we got to be that on the hush
Right?
hush.
I mean,
Okay, let's go to the Russian robot because this guy looks like Terminator. Right
all right,
there.
let's check it out.
This guy's crazy. And that's Fedro, I believe. FDRO. That's what they call him.
That's what they call him?
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on? Oh, we just lost image, man. Oh, what the hell? No,
What happened?
No. Something rebooted, man. I think it's the FBI and the CIA trying to get into our system, bro.
Okay, we're getting hacked.
Oh, man.
We got hacked.
We've been hacked. Look at that. Look at the laptop. It's
Okay,
going
there it is.
crazy, bro. Okay, now it's perfect. He's holding gun and shit.
Yeah.
I even like the name Fedor, man. Obviously, it stands for something.
Oh, I said it wrong, huh? I did. Yeah, it's FEDOR.
So they can drive they can drive a car, they can shoot guns.
Yeah.
Obviously, use them for some, handyman purposes. Obviously, this is another video that's outdated, and I'm pretty sure they've gone farther than this.
Totally.
Look at that, him holding a syringe right there. That's how
would
we're
you
gonna
want
get
that
our
Bill
vaccine.
Gates syringe? Giving us a vaccine?
Bill Gates have sent me. Bend over. No, I don't want the vaccine.
If you don't, I will shoot.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's pretty cool, bro. Like, honestly, from a sci-fi perspective, we're definitely moving into the future, man. Last thing you want to touch on?
Okay, let me think about.
Is it the child robot thing? Like that's,
well, yeah.
I mean, that's pretty heavy.
That's pretty heavy.
It's very heavy, man. But I mean, is it worth talking about it?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about that. Child sex robots.
Yeah.
And they're trying to stop it from happening in Congress right now.
Right.
Because companies want to come out with them for the pedophilia people out there.
Right. Well, this guy right here, he was apparently charged. Says child porn charge dropped, and he was charged and then dropped because he got caught with one of these robotic sex dolls.
Yeah.
And the court said, and this is the interesting thing because it's changing again. Back to what I was saying, there's the psyche of people and the way we think and the way we see things. Right. What's right, what's wrong. From a mental perspective, and he was charged for having this child or this sex doll, looking like child-looking sex doll, and he got charged, and then they dropped the charges
because it wasn't a real human.
Because it wasn't a real child, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess laws have to be changed because are you being charged for the act for what's in your mind, or are you being charged for because it just looks bad upon society. Right? I mean, obviously when he's using this freaking sex doll, he's thinking about a child, bro. And that's messed up. That's what's heavy about it.
Yeah, because if you're thinking about that, you actually want to have that mentality and go out in the real world. Because right now he's in fantasy land with that sex doll. And then he wants to go out into the real world and then implement that.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. I personally think that if it's in your mind and you're actually putting it out there, you're manifesting it in any way, yeah, man, get charged for it and do some time, man, until you're healed, because it's a sickness, bro. Yeah. You're doing an act that is out of sickness, and it's not morally right, and it's just totally, completely messed up.
It is insanely
you shouldn't be doing it. All right, man. Last thing,
VR.
Okay, man.
Okay, so people nowadays want to put their VR goggles on, their headphones on, and they want to escape reality.
Right.
They want to go into a virtual reality setting. Okay. Now I feel that is a kind of demise of man, because they're not actually going out into the real world. They want to be introverts.
That's right.
At home.
That's right.
And they don't want to actually have that experience in real life. They rather have it on a VR.
That's right.
Okay. For instance, people like to travel. Okay, so instead of going to travel into seeing a beautiful scenery or stuff, they put on their VRs. Oh, I'm good. Oh, wow, look at that waterfall. Instead of experiencing a real waterfall.
But it's not real. You're not feeling the mist falling from the water. You're not smelling the pine trees, and you're not hearing the birds.
Yeah. But mentally
moving around and stuff.
You think you
are. But mentally, you're there. Yeah. And I guess that's where you have to consider. Maybe some people are not mobile, man. Maybe some people are really introverts.
That's true.
Or they suffer from anxiety attacks, and they can't, because some people can't even leave their homes, man.
Yeah.
But if you're it's the bubble. But if you're a healthy individual and you're using that VR,
that's kind of messed up.
Man, that's just not right. You gotta get out there.
Right. It's not right at all.
Well, that's interesting, man. And that concludes our podcast on technology being the demise of humans. Of man. All right, man. Well, let's go out with
men and women
in general.
I'm not going to discriminate there.
What song would you like to go out with, man?
Well, go do whatever you want to feel, man.
What about if we play? Let's see. I don't know, man. I think my computer got hacked again. Oh,
this
man,
is Dumonica, just another girl.
Look at that, man. Just another girl.
Yeah, just another girl.
Man, because now I'm thinking about harmony. I don't know about you, but I'm thinking about harmony, man.
That's not a good thing.
I might get arrested for having those thoughts.
That's why you didn't hack on your computer.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with those thoughts, man.
Yeah,
all right, man.
definitely.
We're out. Okay, let's play this. Oh, what the hell? What's going on? Mad Finger? We don't want to dance the Mad Finger. Okay, let's see. See, look at the computer, man. The computer's going
acting
crazy. All right, here we go.
Is that Chris Rock? Oh yeah.
Didn't they make a movie together?
Yeah, that's that movie.
Think you're slick in every way.
All right. Well, thanks again for watching.
Yeah.
I'm Alex. That's Jose.
What's up?
Man, keep tuned in. Subscribe to our channel. Thumbs up. Keep us alive.
Yep.
And we'll bring you some more content.
Definitely.
Feel free to leave some comments.
Yeah.
Cause I don't wanna be just another name in your little black book.